Hey, Ron, thanks for calling in and being on the show with us.
Okay, you got it, man. Thank you.
All right, he's going to be at the Ridgefield Playhouse tonight. And if you haven't seen Ron White yet, if you haven't seen Ron White yet, you got to check him out. He is probably one of the most successful comedians in the country. But with that in mind, Ron, who are your favorite comedians? I mean, you got to have, if you're like one of the most successful, you've got to have a favorite comedian, right?
Well, I think the guy that helped me the most was Jeff Foxworthy. The guy that influenced me most was the guy named Bill Hicks, who was a great comedian who just died young at like 32 years old. And he was the best comic of my generation.
It's Ron White, and you can catch him tonight at the Ridgefield Playhouse. Ron, you've been doing this for a while. How do you keep the comedy fresh and stay relevant?
Well, I tell you what, stand-up is like any other art form, like blowing a horn or, playing a guitar or painting or whatever. You got to do it all the time to stay good at it. You can't just phone it in. You can't be a part-time comic and be decent at all. So I do 110 cities a year. And then when I'm not doing, when I'm home in L.A., I do up to 4 sets a night in the comedy clubs here, doing 10 minutes or 15-minute sets, just bouncing around working on new stuff. So as an artist, all I do is try to continue to get better at this art form, and I do. But it takes a lot of work. You'll find if you go down to those clubs in L.A. or New York that all the big comics are down there doing the same thing I'm doing. You got to go work the beats out on this new stuff. Because nobody can do it for you. And so anytime you go down there, you might see me and Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Adam Sandler. Everybody does it. And because you have to. And that's why the big comics live in these two cities, is because they have those, there's so many venues that do stand-up that you can just bounce around and try the same new bit, 4 times in a row or 5 times in a row. And you develop it a lot faster that way.
All right, Liz, I'm going to ask him now. We talked about it earlier this morning about that Scotch glass.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm curious to know, too.
We got to find out. Both Liz and I are dying to know, Ron. What the heck is in that Scotch glass?
Tequila.
Is it really?
Yeah. My brother-in-law and I started a tequila company with the tequila that we've been drinking for years out of Mexico. And now all I drink is my own extra añejo. It's the finest drink of liquor on the planet.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? I love tequila.
Oh, you can go to taterstequila.com and we'll send it straight to your house.
Oh, yeah.
And you will fall in love. You will taste this and go, that's the best drink of liquor I've ever had. It's so good that we went ahead and got in the tequila business, which was, I'm not sure, the best idea I've ever had. But I know if it all goes bad, we have a whole lot of great tequila to drink.
See,
and that's our mission statement. We drink all we can and sell the rest.
Now we're talking, huh, Liz?
We are.
A little tequila in that glass. I knew it was more than just like iced tea or something.
That's got you written all over it.
Yeah. All right. Now, one last question before we wrap up here. Ron White tonight, Ridgefield Playhouse. And you get tickets at ridgefieldplayhouse.org. We'll have a pair to give away and a meet and greet after the interview here. But, Ron, you got to be loving this political season, these primaries, huh?
Nah, it's such a touchy subject because everybody's so one side or the other. I'm afraid right now, quite frankly, that damage is going to be done to this country that can never be fixed. So I don't think it's very funny.
Well, I thought basically, from Texas, you're a Cruz guy, maybe.
You know what? I'm not. If I had to pick one out of there, it's like, trying to pick which Golden Girl you want to have sex with. There's nobody to choose from. So Kasich would be my guy because Cruz is as dangerous as Trump, and Rubio, I don't even get it.
Yeah.
He's a first-term senator from Florida who never voted. And that's the best choices. And then Hillary, and, the only one I believe is Bernie Sanders, and I don't agree with a thing he says almost. Not a thing. I don't agree with his, 18th century economics.
Ron White's been our special guest this morning, and you can catch him tonight at the Ridgefield Playhouse. Ron, thanks for waking up early with us.
Thanks for your time this morning. Appreciate you putting me on your fine radio show.